Well, I was going to do the episode and try to make it nice and clean, but apparently we just got a fight on our hands. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Yakuza Like a Dragon. On the episode, we met up with Adachi once more, and we also learnt about Sunimon, something along those lines. Totally not ripped off from a completely different series. I believe it was called Tamagotchi. And it's basically a way that we can document all of the different enemies that we fight. See all their weaknesses. Basically, it's very helpful. Including these goddamn newbie Yakuza that we're taking down right now. There was actually a group that I took off camera as I was in between recording to take a break. And it's where I noticed that not every single enemy that Ichi comes across actually gets hit with the Chinubu effect. That being said, these Yakuza still have Demon Eyes, so they have at least a little bit of imagination going into them. But it seems like Ichi still has at least 1 foot grasp in reality. And we also got a level up from that, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much. 2, in fact. Alright! Let's go get us some jobs! Well, first impression, the place doesn't look so bad.
Mizuki-san, 終了時間過ぎてるけど。さっさと清掃して、売り上げの生産よろしくね。はい、フロント。お湯の出が悪い？お客さん変わるたびに風呂のお湯入れ替えないですかってよ。汚い？入浴剤とかでごまかしてよ。洗面台の奥にあるやつ。はい。はい、乙姫ランドでございます。なんだ、菜の葉ちゃん。そう。休むってこと？で、君確か先々週も生理だったよね。そんなに休まれちゃ困るんだよ。一度病院行って検査を受けてお薬でももらってくれば。生理不順なのか何なのか知らないけど、そんなに休んでたら親父さんの施設代払えなくなっちゃうんじゃないの？早く死んでくれれば楽なんだろうけど、まだまだ生きてそうなんでしょ？泣いてんの？やめてよ！うちは人生相談所じゃないんだからさ。はい、じゃあまた。体調良くなったらすぐ出勤してよ。はい、じゃあ。たくやってらんないね、最近の子は。はいはい、求人の方ね。お待たせしましたね。
ダメだ。悪いが俺ここじゃ働けねえわ。
同感だな。胸くそ悪すぎる。お前もそうだろ？
なんだ、あんたら喧嘩を売るためにやってきたのか？ハロワの親父からはなんとか雇ってもらえないかって言われてたんだな。何でもやる根性のある連中だからってさ。
あのおっさんが何でもやるって言ったって、こっちにも選ぶ権利はある。
まあ、あの神戸って所長には申し訳ないが、やめとこう。世の中他にも仕事はたくさんある。行こうぜ、春日。
おい一番、何やってんだ。早く行こうぜ。
さっきの電話聞いてただろう。俺もいろんな風俗店にガサで入ったり、客として通ったりしてきたが、こいつはクズ中のクズだ。
なんだ、暴力か？ケツ持ち呼ぶぞ、ケツ持ち。うちのケツ持ちは清流会だ。泣く子も黙る横浜清流会だ。それでもいいのか？
ここは清流会の島だったか。
厄介なことになりそうだな。おい春日、さっさとずらがるぞ。おい、
なんだお前、本当に清流会呼ぶぞ。それでもいいの？
働かせてくださいや。 店長。
あ？
何言ってんだお前。
見た感じ、店員さんが誰もいなくてお困りなんでしょ？こう見えても俺、16年くらいこの業界にいたんでね、何でもやりますよ。なんなら街でキャストのスカウトもやります。どうでしょう？
とは言っても他の方たちが。
What's that sound? A group of pets called Bleach Japan. Ah, god damn it! Can't believe they're already back. The same guys as the other day. They've been demonstrating in front of my shop for a few days in a row now, like clockwork. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh.
They're specifically targeting you with these protests.
Ooh.
We're the last place in the area that's open without being a bathhouse. The others have all rebranded as men's salons or bubble massages. That makes it harder for Bleach Japan to build a case against them. So they come after us since we're still open about being a soapland. They think if they can close me down, it will start a shockwave and clean out the rest of the area. Am I lucky or what?
No.
Then the Yakuza won't protect you. I tried complaining to the Seiryu clan once. They had some lame excuse and then they showed up after everything had quieted down. Besides, Bleach Japan's ranks are filled with the types who read up on anti-Yakuza laws for the fun of it. Those kinds of people are tough for even the Yakuza to deal with. That's the Yakuza for you. So, if I can't go to the Yakuza and I can't go to the police, who am I to turn to? Even my employees are quitting to avoid being harassed. I'm at the end of my rope over here. So that's why you're understaffed. But basically, you're saying as long as the girls stick around, you can still run your business. That said, between Bleach Japan and the way you treat them, I wouldn't count on them sticking around either. Heh, you don't get it at all. Girls who come here work already have their backs against the wall. The girls who work here are all Japanese, but they're in the same situations as an immigrant who came here to get away from whatever it may be. Losing a job like this may as well be deportation. They've got no one to go back to or rely on. I always figured it was the money that brought the girls to this kind of work. Of course, a lot of people who come get tempted to this side of things because it sounds lucrative. But those are the types who think they'll strike it rich without doing any real work. Soon as things take a turn for the worse, they run for the hills. That's why I only hire women so far out of the ledge that they can't afford to take another step back. Women like that work like their lives depend on it, and that's what keeps my business stable.
Boy.
Real shit, you know that? Stable my ass, you're just taking advantage of women at their lowest. You're the scum of the earth. Say what you will, but lust weighs on the soul just as heavy as hunger, if not more so. Except with lust, you can't just satiate it with your local deli. You have to hold it until you find an outlet. So long as women are willing to be on the menu are going to place orders. That's the world we live in.
Nah.
Can I get Bleach Japan? Then can I bleach you? Whatever. If we drive that guy off, will you hire us or not?
What?
Casca, after everything the Slimeball just said, you still want to work here? I certainly don't. This guy's nothing like Hamako. The world would be better off if we let Bleach Japan take him down. Shut up! It's work! I can't afford to turn that down. Well, that's real. I'll take your job, and I'll get it done right. You gonna hire us or not? Fine. Prostitution is illegal in Japan! This establishment is flaunting it in broad daylight!
Yo.
Working hard as ever, huh? You guys, from the other day, why are you here? Oh, as of today, we're employees. Employees? My friends, the accomplices of criminals, the purveyors of prostitution, have made themselves known.
Huh?
I'm sorry, criminals? If that was the case, why aren't we getting arrested? Because Soaplands are dodging the laws by registering themselves as public bathhouses. My friends, this is what we call a gray zone, the dark stains on Japan. Let us turn this gray to white. We must bleach it out. You don't have much of a love life, do you? Or hobbies? What about you? You think you've got some kind of pure and clean soul yourself? Never committed a single crime? Of course I obey the law. That's the obligation of every righteous citizen. So you've never even, taken a whiz outside? That's technically a crime, you know?
Yeah.
Never once. Not in my life. Seriously? What about speeding? Everyone's gone over the speed limit because they were running late. Nope, not a single time. You liar. It's illegal to go even 1 kilometer over the limit. You have to have done that. Afraid not. If you doubt me, then prove it. Prove I've committed these crimes.
Oh.
Okay, how about what you're doing right now? All these people blocking the road has gotta be some kind of crime, doesn't it? Oh, you're so ignorant, it's funny. We have permits from the Kanagawa police for this demonstration. Yeah, permit to march on a public road. Do you get it now? The police have been magnanimous enough to let us use this road for our cause. But where you're standing now isn't technically... Oh, wait. Sorry, I was impersonating you. But where you're standing now isn't technically the road. That's the Soapland. Good job, genius. I just got a little overzealous. Also, it says here that there's only supposed to be 10 of you.
Oh.
I'm no mathematician, but this looks like more than that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14? We just got more support than usual today. That's the nature of a protest. The number of people can fluctuate up until the day of. If you don't like it, file a police report. But I wouldn't get your hopes up about them coming out to a head count to do a head count. The difference between 10 or 15 people isn't worth their time, and it's certainly not causing any trouble. You're on the right track, Casca. In that case, I've got a warning for you. The legal definition of a march means you're not allowed to stop moving. If you stop and start giving speeches, that's obstructing traffic. Your right to use the road was predicted on your performing a march. So, the fact that you stopped here is pretty clear violation. Even if it's technically the rule, every protest stops to give speeches. And the police are fine with that.
Nah.
You know what you call that? A gray zone. Relying on a gray area to criticize a gray zone man. That's irony. And also hypocrisy. My friends, let's keep going. We're marching. Huzzah! Prostitution's gotta go. No more engine show. Which way you going or your trip? Let's see. First we have Ichiban Casca, age 42. Address is... Oh, isn't this the one that Hamako runs?
Hi.
Yeah, we're living on the 2nd floor. You know Hamako-san? A bit, from years ago. Anyway, next is Yunamba, age 41.
Eh?
Huh? Yunamba? You mean Namba was your real name this whole time? After that whole speech you gave about homeless people using fake names? Oh, shut up. You believed it was fake, and that's what's important. You're just gullible.
Nandatte?
And what? Okay. And the last guy is Koichi Adachi, who's, wait, age 59?
Hi.
Yeah, I only had 2 months to go until I hit retirement, but the Kanagawa police let me go a few days ago. That's rough, buddy.
Eh?
Huh? That's all? What? What's all?
Yeah.
I mean, we're a walking trio of red flags, aren't we? A bum, an ex-Yakuza, and a cop with a dishonorable discharge. What of it? If I was worried about stuff like that, I'd never find anyone to work for me. And besides, I just happen to have the perfect job for you, Free. And what is that? I hope you're not gonna make us clean the baths to kick things off. Nah, I only get that done every 6 months. What I'm really after is her. Her name's Nanoha. She's been my top earner for 5 years straight. That's the girl who called take the day off and you blew up at her, right? Yeah, that's right. She's your top earner, huh? Yeah, you aren't kidding about these girls being the, never mind. I told you, if all of you've got going for you is being cute and young, you'll never last. The core of a soapland's appeal is service and love. It's emotional depth that makes a repeat customer. Emotions, huh? I guess I could see that. Men are lonely creatures when it comes down to it. I feel like I'm being majorly called out right now. Even guys who put up the toughest fronts need a place to be who they really are. And the depth of a woman's ability to give him that is usually proportional to her own baggage. Nanoha's father is of an age where he can't even move on his own anymore, so she quit her job at a big firm and fell into this world to afford him the best of care. Skipping all the stuff between the white-collar job and prostitution is a brave leap. That's why she's so good at it. She gives it everything she has, no matter who the customer is, all for the sake of her father. But that being said, she's recently started finding reasons to take days off. This never used to be the case, though. Between Bleach Japan and Nanoha taking days off, sales are really slumping. That's why I need a hand. A hand? Like on a customer's? Listen. Are you taking a fighting stance? No, you idiot! I want you to look into why she's taking time off. Didn't she say herself it was because of an irregular period? I can't take that at face value, knowing her. There aren't a lot of reasons why someone who needs money starts taking a lot of time off. Think she's got a side piece? You do know this industry, don't you? Care to fill in the class?
Oh.
It means she could be meeting someone without going through the store. Normally, a customer pays for the service and the money gets divided up between the girl and the shop. But if they meet in private, the girl can offer a discount but still come out on top by cutting the shop out. Once they start doing that, the girls start to wonder why they need to shop in the first place. Of course, all the shops have strict rules against that kind of thing. Even if it's just an innocent thing at first, once they get a taste for the extra cash, it doesn't stop. They'll even start using the shop to lure more customers out into their own business. It's a death knell for some shops. So, I want you to find out if she's seen someone on the side.
Nah.
Okay, let's say that she is. What do we do if we find a guy? Make sure he never wants to go near Nanoha ever again. And I don't care what methods you use. You're a Yakuza, a nurse, and a cop. I'm sure you three can come up with something creative. Hey, hold up. Shouldn't you be using the Seiryu clan for this kind of thing? You think of them like car insurance. If you use them the wrong way, they increase your premiums. So it's cheaper if I can solve problems myself. That's the boss for you. Always has a trick or two. Okay, can you tell us where Nanoha-san lives for starters? Actually, it seems she's been couch surfing for a while and hasn't gone home in quite some time.
Oi.
How the heck do we find her then? If you keep an eye on the Pocket Cafe, she'll show up. She hangs out there a lot. For the price of a cup of coffee, she can stay for hours to use for free Wi-Fi and charge her phone.
Yeah.
So, I'll hope for the best. Get her to start coming back in regularly, and I'll have a suitable payment for you. Sounds to me like he hired us as cheap detectives. Nanomiya's quite a schemer. Seems sloppy, but he knows his employees both on and off the clock. If he's doing it on purpose, he's good. Doesn't mean he's not a scumbag. His bottom line's all he cares about.
Yeah.
I don't think so, actually. Huh? Maybe it's not true all the time, but yeah, most soaplans profit off their workers' misfortunes. You mean like their debt or their family issues? They prey on people like that, right? Basically, the women who work hard to get out of the situation and the shop supports them. I'm not cool with the way Nanomiya talks about people. But he's not sugarcoating anything either. He understands the reality of the business. Well, that's one way of putting it. I grew up surrounded by every kind of sleazebag Kamurocho could throw in those doors. And I bet this guy's actually got a lot of love for his girls. I'd take him any day over some shithead who doesn't care why the girls get jobs there in the first place. Well, just because I hate shitheads doesn't mean I have to like sleazebags. So, let's go find this proof and get paid. Alright! But we still don't know for sure if she's actually seen this guy on the side. Let's start with this cafe she supposedly goes to. Detectives. I haven't been a detective since the Judgment Days. Plus, this gives us a chance to see more of the city, which, by the way, as I should mention once more, is freaking huge! Especially compared to Kamurocho. Yeah. Bleach Japan has no idea what they're getting into, man. The freaking moral grey areas, especially with soaplands, is something that you don't want to sneeze at. Speaking of moral grey areas, I'm not sure if there's a moral grey area to beat up some punks on the streets, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yakuza's always had that kind of weird thing, though. Yakuza's always had that kind of, like, how do I put it? The romanticizing of, typically kind of more taboo subjects, such as like work ethic and like the terrible or misfortunate reasons that people do things. Honestly, I'm still with Namba and Adachi on this. I don't like our boss. He is a bit of a sleazebag, but Ichiban is also right in saying that we don't really have much choice when it comes to jobs right now. Which means this is just something that we're gonna have to just bite the bullet on. Also, what is up with that guy's getup? I'm sorry, sir, but there is no way in hell you can make a bob cut look good. That is impossible. That is not a thing that is going to ever catch on. Don't even try. Oh, it's even worse. He's not even got a bob cut. He's got one of... That guy's got a bob cut, but that guy's got one of those weird freaking... Like, I don't even know what it's called. He looks like Igor from, like, a Frankenstein movie or something. Right. Don't really have anything. By the way, is there actually a quick way that I can check what they're weak to? Because that would be something that would be really helpful. I guess not. That's fine. I can just whack them. Whacking them works too. You ain't gonna be fashion police with that get up, sir. Alright, job's good. And another level up. Sweet! Just what I needed.
くそ満席か。
おい、あれ見てみろ。
菜の葉だ。よし、早速問い詰めようぜ。
バカ。素直に裏引きを認めるわけねえだろ。問い詰めんのはこっちが証拠を掴んでからだ。
ここは元刑事の言うことを聞いとこうぜ。
はいはい。
すみません、ただいま満席でして。
いや、待ち合わせなもんでね。
菜の葉の前に座ったな。あの男、裏引き相手なのか？
二人の会話が聞ければ証言が取れるかもしれねえな。
証言だってこっからじゃ何にも聞こえねえぞ。
春日、スマホ持ってるな。俺に電話かけろ。
わかった。
すみません。ただいま満席でして。
悪いが便所だけ貸してくれねえか。クソ漏れそうだよ。な、いいだろ？
はい、どうぞ。
すみません。わざわざ来ていただいて。
大丈夫ですか？随分と疲れたお顔で。
最近体の調子が。
早速ですが、まずはお金の件を。
もう今金って言ったぞ。あの男が裏引き相手で間違いねえ。
待て、受け渡しの瞬間を抑えてからだ。
なんとか200万。
はあ？
残り300万。もしも10日後に結婚します。
でもやっぱり。
まさかお父さんにと言ったのはあなたですよ。今さら。
いえ、お願いします。でもそんなに。
そうですね、やっぱりわかるでしょう。でも完璧に。
はい。でも父も。
え大丈夫ですね。
はい。
すべてが、お父さんもあなたもなれますから。
父に会うことは。
それはできません。その方がいい。
父をお願いします。
わかりました。さあ、もう行きなさい。
なんで女が金を払ったんだ？
しかも200万って尋常な額じゃねえぞ。
菜の葉さんは何か事件に巻き込まれてるんじゃ。
事件ってどんな？
詳しいことは本人に聞いてみるしかねえ。なあ、悪い。
おいおっさん、謝って済んだら警察はいらねえよな。どうすんだよ、こいつ骨折れちゃってるぞ。
んなわけねえだろ。
すまねえが俺たちは急いでんだ。
時間がねえなら金で解決するしかねえよな。治療費として10万ほどもらおうか。
付き合ってらんねえよ。じゃあな。
待てやこら。
Are you seriously kidding me? You think that shit's going to fly nowadays? You think anyone's going to fall for that? Also calling yourself a part of the Color Gang. I'll tell you one thing for free, the Color Gang has at least a little bit more respect than you do. And that's saying something. Right. Oh god. Oh god! Okay, that hurt quite a bit. Not gonna lie. Freaking Dine and Dasher. Where'd you even get a water bottle that large? You know what? I don't want to know. That is to take down a mighty Quench. And this is to take down a not so mighty ordinary Yakuza. God, I just love how fast that is. I just love how, like, quick to just, like, decking him in the face that, that bat swing is. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Alright, time to burn. I swear to God, if we lost her because I had to deal with this shit. I won't forget this! And to the dimension where all of the bugs that we beat, they go. Oh shit, bad time to get interrupted. Where's Nanoha? Oh, you sons of bitches. God damn it. We lost her. What should we do? Head back to the Soapland? Even though we did, we wouldn't have anything to report.
Oh.
Hey. Want to follow him?
Oh.
Yeah, could be our ticket. It's just me, or did that man have super impressive eyebrows? Swear to God, if I have to do a tailing mission, like, okay, thank God. Gain some judgment flashbacks for a second there. So many tailing missions.
社会福祉法人。
おそらく介護施設だろうな。随分と風情のある建物だけど。
こいつは確か明治時代に建てられた旧財閥系の銀行の建物だ。何十年も前に広域財団が買収したと聞いてはいたがな。
日だまりの城か。気品漂ういかにも高級そうな施設だな。
確か彼女は親父さんの介護費用を稼ぐためにソープで働いてるって言ってたよな。
ってことは親父さんが入所してるのはここかもしれん。
じゃあさっきサテンで会ってた男はここの職員か。だとすりゃ何の事件もねえよ。彼女はただ親父の施設料を払っただけだ。
どんなに高級な施設だからって200万も現金で支払うか。施設の中で渡すならまだわかるが、喫茶店だぞ。
そう言われりゃそうだが。
喫茶店の会話覚えてるか。彼女はあの男に親父に会わせてほしいと頼んだが、あいつはそれを拒んでた。こちらに菜の葉さんのお父さんが入居してますよね。
菜の葉さん。ああ、向田菜の葉さんのことですね。お父様はこちらにご入居ですが、何か。
俺らその向田菜の葉さんの職場のもんなんだけど、中に入れてくれねえかい。
すみませんが、面会は親族のみとなっております。
ああ、普通はそうだろうな。
いや、面会ってわけじゃねえんだ。実は俺も自分の親父のことで介護施設を探しててよ。菜の葉さんからここが素晴らしいって聞いたんで見学したいなと思ってね。
申し訳ございません。当施設では入居契約が完了するまでは内部に立ち入ることができません。
え？
内部の様子はホームページにてご確認いただけますので、そちらをご覧になってください。質問もホームページからお受けしていますので。
見学さえできねえなんていくらなんでもおかしいだろ
う。Something tells me that this is definitely worth some investigation. I could safely say this was not where I thought the story was going to go, but you know what? It's just an adventure. Just like Dragon Quest. An adventure that I need to solve. But I'll be solving it on the next episode of Yakuza Like a Dragon. So, until then, if you would like to like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah, do all that junk that I keep on saying to do, I'll see you guys next time as we make our way back towards the south of Yokohama and see if maybe we can even report maybe a little bit about what we've found out with Nanoha so far and try to figure out what this whole care home business is all about. I'll see you guys then. Bye.